Yeah. He's been doing this for like 15 years.
Yeah, well, I mean, like most all of this is
yeah.
like now he's just here to see it through.
Yeah. Because the thing is he started on Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, and they break down Monday.
Bounce an idea off.
So he still has another day.
So I've been riding with Rick every morning, back and forth. So, and he's not 100% on this idea.
Because put your cup on your head.
I'm trying to resolve this 80-mile-an-hour this bugger. So as I think about it, I wonder, so instead of getting for the two-step straight, the first step,
I don't hurt very. I don't. It doesn't take long.
What if they just didn't get in?
I am a I do not do sunlight very well.
So keep that concept.
Like extreme heat very well. This is
The second half,
I like this.
the referees watch
Had I not rode my
boats
motorcycle, I
that
would have
are purposely going slow to gain an advantage, to hold a gravel lane or do something like that. So that they don't need to be worried about how fast they are because the monitor's still there recording. But if it's obviously trolling for the purpose of grabbing that lane and not just because they do, that can be a one-lap penalty. And that can be called, that would need to be called like before it starts.
Really? Yeah. That took forever.
So that you know, just like it
I mean, you can tell it definitely looks dirty. You can tell I stuck my feet over there, but more often than not, I don't. And I take good care of them.
people will know that it's got a one-lap penalty
They've always
before
done good.
the race is over.
And I like them.
So that way you get to the heart of why that rule is there, because you're trying to get away from the control.
Back when they used to
But there
carry
is
the rocks,
the only
and I wanted to go back and get it out of there. They didn't carry them anymore. I didn't know where to get them. This is before they bought everything on.
Right, yeah.
But it doesn't affect the final.
You can get new rocks now. You can't get the color. You can get them in black.
Well, see, there's a risk out there. Yeah, well, how do you define troll?
You can't get them like suede brown.
On place sound coming from. That's what I'm saying. Like, is it actually a police boat or is it? I don't know. Just echoing off the.
I mean, they're looking at
So now you're saying
all over the park.
Oh, yeah. Like, there's definitely like a
What's up?
ambulance barge.
so this is kind of like what hydrocross.
Just a reminder to our fans here on the beach, the swimmers need to be out of the water at any time when the course is open for hydros on the Ted Jones Racecourse. Yes, that includes our H1 Unlimited hydros and also our vintage hydroplanes. Our vintage hydroplanes are going into the water. 3 of the 4 have been set into Lake Washington. We are awaiting the arrival in the lake of the 1962 Notre Dame. That boat is on the sling and will be entered shortly. Those of you on the other side of the pit area are seeing the slings on our H1 Unlimited boats. Already in the water is the U40, the Beacon Plumbing with Dave Vilwalk. We have the slings on the U9 Boitano Homes as it comes off of the trailer. And we'll head toward the race course in the water. It looks like the sling is on, I believe that would be on the 91, the Goodman Real Estate. And now it comes off of the trailer. You know, Corey, something that we can talk about here with regards to our upcoming final heat for our shootout today. It has the potential to finally be the showdown that the fans have been waiting for between Jimmy Shane and Dave Vilwalk. That has not really materialized. They managed to miss each other all day and all weekend long down in Guntersville. They were in the final heat of the Gold Cup together, but penalties and issues that went on there never really squared the two of them up. And then, of course, they had the issue
watch it on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But it's more or less just hanging with the people that you know, kind of thing.
It's definitely different.
Yeah, apparently he's. I haven't seen.
But I expect.
My big brother.
Oh yeah, you're on. Yeah, I mean, we're over here, so
Yeah,
this is a much more relaxed experience over here. Because if you were over there, you'd be crowded with people.
But like,
You couldn't really do it.
but the way he wrote it was that if they get points, whereas I was thinking it would be if
Or
they
snap
win,
time.
Oh, after your drink.
After arts and crafts, I was like,
Okay. I was a little bit there too. I was just like,
yeah, I think it's a winner.
yes, that was
Especially,
the
I think
one.
it would be especially good if we had.
say what? No.
Yes, that was the beautiful one.
Yeah.
Now, it's like that. The last time I had one of those Irish deaths, I drank that whole can and I drank it quick and I went like,
When you only have 5 bullets anyway, you cut it.
by a little tipsy. I mean, I was like, it's good. I don't need anything else. I'm perfect. I'm happy. And I know a lot of people will be like, you can hold your alcohol. I'll be like, fuck you, I'm a cheap drunk.
That's
great.
right. I am done, and it's only $6.
Discount for like
Happy as I am.
now we toyed with like half points and that kind of thing.
What?
Yes, I did, and I'm proud of
That's
it.
what I said. So they get 400
Here.
So in those match races, winner got 400.
That was it.
loser got
Oh,
He's got that.
oh, is that what the...
That's not unusual.
Yeah, we're saying
I paid for it with my money.
That guy's
it was a lot of fun.
getting crispy.
So we introduced them to people and whatnot. Of course, they're very fun around here. And so we got the guys in the back with Bob
With the hat.
and Chip down. And then after they were done, I went and grabbed a hamburger and Bob Style was sitting there, so I sat next to him, visited some more with him. He has lots of stories to tell. In fact, he was talking about the in
Well, Corey, when you've been doing inboards, have you been in an open cockpit boat?
One more time?
Have you been in an open cockpit boat on an inboard?
Only when I lost my lid. We don't have a spare lid. Well, we're going.
Yeah.
So, you know, you gotta go.
You gotta
get those points. Yeah.
That's it.
There's points on the line.
Well, who knows? Maybe one of these days you'll end up in one of those things.
Prove it.
Sooner than later, my friend.
He's ready.
Yeah, there you go.
He's ready.
There you go.
Watch my teammate Kit Brown go ripping around all the time in one of those.
I know it. I know it. He knows people.
Well, he does.
That's
Well, Corey, you know people too. You're sitting next to a guy who owns one of the most famous vintage hydroplanes on the planet, the 1955 Miss Thriftway, Gold Cup champion in 1956 and 1957, sitting in Mr. Compton's garage.
Well, I wasn't going to call him out, but thank you.
I did it for you. You didn't have to kick me
I am
anymore
right
under
here.
the table.
Yeah.
Well, Corey, I tell you, we were fortunate enough. Vanessa let us go up to take a look at the Gold Cup up there, and got a chance to see your plaque up there, my friend. That's very, very cool.
It's
so,
quite an achievement.
Yeah, it was so great that you were able to do that. I offer my personal congratulations to you down in Tri-Cities. I'll do it again.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
So with that, we all right. I hear the countdown in my ear. They're getting ready for the 5-5 to our final, and I think we're going to turn this back over to you, Brad. Okay.
You don't have to go nowhere. We're all right. We're just going to hang out.
Well, that's good. Well, this is going to be fun. This is a new format, and they've been really putting on some good shows, haven't they?
Yeah, I'm really liking this this type of format. So it's the final now. We're getting close. We're inside 5 minutes, so I'm excited to see what these guys can do.
Well, based on the head-to-heads that they did this morning, boy, it was really, really tight, especially that last one when Mr. Vilwalk pulled it out over Mike Kelly, J. Michael. But there were a bunch of people on the shore that would have sworn Mike got him.
Hey, it looked like it from here, but I'm at a weird angle, so I don't know. I just go off of what's told to us, and if they wanted to appeal it, they would got a picture. So maybe they did. I'm not sure.
Well, like you say, we were all kind of sitting here in the pit end. We were taking a look at it at an odd angle here. I call those the sausages out there, which is a start and finish.
I call them pills. They look like a little aspirin out there.
Yeah, and they're out there and just having that start finish line. If you see the white canopy over there on the far shore, that's the start finish line. They got obviously the angle, so we have to trust what they do, and boy, it was sure exciting though, wasn't it?
It was a great race. That was fun to watch. Fun to watch.
Okay, here comes Brad Luce back, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back, Brad.
Thank you very much. 8 minutes and 30 seconds to the start of our final heat. We're going to crown a champion here at Seafair on the Saturday Showdown. Our 4 boats that are going to come out and put three laps down on the Ted Jones Racecourse. They are the U1, the Miss HomeStreet with Jimmy Shane. Going to be joined by Dave Vilwalk aboard the U40, the Beacon Plumbing. U9, Boitano Holmes. J. Michael Kelly behind the wheel. And then it's Jeff Bernard piloting the U91, the Goodman Real Estate. 4 boats. They have earned their way into this particular heat. We've talked about the format. We've talked about the boats. Only one thing left to do, Mr. Peabody. Let's put them on the water. Let's run them.
Let's get some boats on the water. Let's get some rooster tails flying. That'd be great to see right now.
And that's what we're going to do in 2 minutes and 45 seconds. We'll have boats out on Lake Washington and the Ted Jones Racecourse. Beautiful sight. We've had a great day here. Had good competition. We've had some very, very close racing. As Corey and Steve were just talking, we had one heat. We had no idea who had won it. That's what good boat racing is all about, and I would expect nothing different here in our final heat.
Yeah, this final is going to be great. It's going to be a real tight match, so it's going to be about lane position. You know, if Mike can get the inside lane, if Jeff can get the inside lane, that's going to be tremendous help to them. But that blue boat is fast, so is that orange boat. So if those guys get inside, oh man. But we'll see what happens. This is going to be a challenge, this 5-minute milling period.
Yeah, we call that the race before the race, and a lot can take place during that period. Corey and I are going to do our very best to point out to you what is going on, because when the boats leave the dock in just under 2 minutes, their lanes are not assigned to them. They do not know in which lane they will run. They fight for those lanes. J. Michael Kelly or Dave Villwalk might be on the inside lane, but there may be 2 other guys with the same idea, and only one of you can get in there. That's part of the fun part of H1 Unlimited Racing. It's what makes hydroplane racing unique, and we're about to see it. 6 minutes and 30 seconds to the start, 1:30 until we have boats on the water.
Because Madeline Sayers, she was okay with Stan driving it in a straight line, but she would not allow him to drive it in a race.
We will do our best to identify the boats for you, the fans, as we're counting down to 1 mark. 1 minute to the 5-minute mark. The boats will be out here in 1 minute. Do our best to identify the boats for you. The U9, the Boitano Homes, driven by J. Michael Kelly, predominantly silver. The deck of the boat itself trimmed in orange and white on the tail feathers and the engine cowling. The U40, the Beacon Plumbing, it is predominantly orange. It is trimmed in black, very distinctive on the water. Can't miss that one. Then also very distinctive, the black and gold of the U91, the Goodman Real Estate with Jeff Bernard. And then that powder blue and white bombshell, the U1, the HomeStreet with Jimmy Shane, coming up on 20 seconds to the 5. We'll have boats out on the water. Seattle, Seafair, it's time to go racing. We are going to crown our first champion of Seafair weekend. Oh, we've got another one to crown tomorrow, but we're going to crown one right now. In 5 minutes, we'll start the heat. Stand by for the countdown. Race fans, time to go racing on a Ted Jones race course, 2.5 mile Aqua Oval. Look at this little drama right out of the box. Jimmy Shane comes away in the HomeStreet, and immediately it fell right back off the plane, Corey.
Well, he
got her lit again.
He needs to watch that pedal. You know, you pull your foot off that pedal too quick, it can fall back down to ground idle. So he needs to be careful about that. It's gotten him before, you know, or whatever happens to him. But I know if sometimes if you pull your foot too fast, they will fall down. But Jeff Bernard was the first one to get out there, and he's got his timing marks, and he's about to show us how to get lane 1. I have a feeling he's going to be the one going for it.
There you go. He will continue up the backstretch all the way. That is the black and gold hydroplane at the top end of the race course, driven by Jeff Bernard, the Goodman Real Estate, the U91. Following him up the backstretch, the U1, the Miss HomeStreet, Jimmy Shane, that's the powder blue and white boat. Then it's the predominantly silver boat trimmed in orange and white. That is J. Michael Kelly and the U9, the Boitano Homes. And behind him, can't miss that one, bright orange on the water, trimmed in black, the Beacon Plumbing, U40, and Dave Villwalk. Here comes Dave across the course, Corey.
Yeah, Dave's cutting the course at 3 minutes, 25 seconds. He's going to come in here. He's got to watch out for Jimmy right here. Dave does not have a lane right now until he passes 2 buoys. That's per the rule book. So let's pay attention to that. Right now, where Dave is could be Jimmy's lane until he passes those 2 buoys.
So Jimmy's going to continue hard down here to the lower corner. Dave will let him go and stay on an inside line. Meanwhile, coming slowly down the front straightaway, your teammate, J. Michael Kelly, driving the U9 Boitano Homes, and cutting the course behind him is Jeff Bernard in the 91, the Goodman Real Estate. So looking at the watch here, I got 2:45, 42:45 to our start.
See Mike coming down here. He's probably going to try and get to the entrance around 2:30, 2:33. It'll be 2:36. So I think he's going to exit probably about 2:21. Jeff Bernard just cut the course, but I think that puts Jeff a little early on my timing marks. Jeff is a little early. I think Jimmy should cut. Oh, there you go. Jimmy's cutting right now. That puts Jimmy in a good spot as well. Dave will probably cut here.
Here comes Dave. He's going to come all the way down.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. So let the drama begin.
Yes.
Still 2 minutes and 5 seconds to our start.
I think Mike's going to get, I think they'll get to, let's see, the entrance up there of 2, about 1:49. Mike will. What does he get? Is that 52, 50? Yeah, he's right there, right about there. So on my timing marks, they're right about where they should be. Jeff's a tick early, but that's okay. If they're cruising around about 85 miles an hour, he has the ability to slow down. But it looks like Mike's jumping into 1 here. He's giving it a squirt.
Here comes Dave, but he's going to come behind everybody. Yeah, right now, oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy, this could be fun. J. Michael Kelly right now is sitting in lane 1. Jeff Bernard is in 2. Jimmy Shane has slotted himself into HomeStreet in lane 3 with Dave Villwalk on the outside. Now watch Jimmy. The door is open, and he is going to walk into and claim lane 2. And Jeff Bernard's going to go way wide and deep into the corner as we approach the 1 minute mark in 2-1 mark. 1 minute.
Yeah, I mean, Mike is a little bit early, but I think he's got enough. I think he's going enough where he can scrub the speed. But Jeff was a little early too. But I don't know if we needed to go that wide. But we're going to find out.
Going to find out real quick. Your lanes right now, and they establish them at the top end of the race course, but nobody's going to make any moves between here and there. J. Michael Kelly and the Boitano Homes is going to be in lane number 1. Lane number 2 is going to go to Jimmy Shane and the Miss HomeStreet. Lane 3 is going to go to Dave Villwalk and the U40, the Beacon Plumbing, and on the outside is going to be Jeff Bernard in the U91, the Goodman Real Estate. On my watch, we got 24 seconds to go until the start. All 4 boats up at the top end of the race course. Kelly's going to come off the pin first. He may have to hold back just a bit. The others may bring a little bit more boat speed. All 4 of them coming up on 10 seconds until the start. You want to be on the line with a lot of boat speed. Coming up on 5 seconds, we are 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, and we are racing in the final heat of our Showdown Series. Jimmy Shane got a good start, but look at the boat speed from Dave Villwalk and the U40, the Beacon Plumbing on the outside, lane 3. Kelly buried on the inside. We'll see who comes out first. You're going to look at Jimmy Shane off to his left, and on the inside is J. Michael Kelly in the Boitano Homes, and somewhere out there is the bright orange of the U40, the Beacon Plumbing. It's a good start, a legal start, Corey.
That's good. You see Jimmy Shane really putting the coals to these guys. He's out there just showing how much power he has. You got J. Michael inside. I can't see Dave, but I'm going to look for his tail. I can see Dave. Him and Mike are about deck to deck with Dave on the outside, but that shows how much speed Dave has. So we're going to come around the corner, and Jimmy's going to just say, I'm going to town, boys, and he is running that boat down this front stretch right now.
Remember, fans, we're going to go 3 times around. Shane with about 3/4 of a rooster tail. Great racing there for second place. Kelly on the inside. Villwalk on the outside is Villwalk by about a boat length and a half over Kelly on the inside, but Villwalk's driving that bigger race course. Kelly having the advantage of being on the inside lane. Shane driving him clean, giving him room in there. Kelly's able to close up in the corners, Corey, but then Jimmy starts legging it out on the straightaway.
He's going to leg it out, and I have a feeling he's going to make Mike pay for being in the lane 1 right here, up here in this turn 2 here. So we're going to see. I'm thinking Jimmy's going to get. Did he do it? No. He's
going to keep him honest up there, but he's still giving him plenty of room. Mike is tight to the buoy row, coming down to pick up a white flag and put 1 more lap in the books. And Jimmy Shane and his HomeStreet will start the final lap. Remember, we go 3 times around, so they are on the final lap, the checkered flag lap. Now it is Villwalk, opened up a couple of boat lengths on Kelly, but Kelly now, this is where he makes up ground on the inside with that lane position. Dave's running a mighty big race course, but he's carrying a lot of speed, Corey.
He's got a lot of speed. You can see he's pulling ahead of Mike right now, but like you said, he's got that inside lane. Mike does, but Jimmy's got overlap, so he can move over if he wants. We'll see what happens. I was thinking it was going to happen last time around, but it didn't. But Mike sure is getting some rough water in there, and it's making it so Dave can keep that thing wound up. But as you can see, Dave's not running away, and Mike's just hanging it in there.
Here we come to pick up a checkered flag. Jimmy Shane driving the U1. The Miss HomeStreet is going to claim the victory here, at least on the water. Second place, I believe, is going to go to Dave Villwalk in the U40, the Beacon Plumbing. Our angle is not good, but I think Dave Villwalk in the U40 was able to pick up second place on the H1 radio. He did. So our first place finisher on the water, the U1, the Miss HomeStreet Jimmy Shane, he was dominant. He had a great start, Corey. And that's the first piece to the puzzle, and he nailed that part.
He did nail it. I don't like how Jeff went out wide on that before that. You know, it happens, but I think he was in an all right spot. But it happens, and tough one for Jeff. But they put on a great show.
They did put on a very good show. So your winner on the water, the U1, the Miss HomeStreet with Jimmy Shane. Second place will go to Dave Billwalk, driving the U40, the Beacon Plumbing. J. Michael Kelly driving the Boitano Homes. The U9 will come home in third place. And rounding out the 4-boat field, 4 boats started, 4 boats finished. Our fourth place finisher, the U91 Goodman Real Estate, driven by Jeff Bernard. So as we keep saying, Corey, to the fans, let us know what you think of this. Did you like the format? Did you like having a little more racing on the water? There's other ways we can do this and piece it together, but this is an idea to try and put more action on the water in front of and for you, the fans. Let us know what you think about it. Our boats are coming back. And Corey, National High Points are on the line here, so that's another big win for that blue and white rocket.
They got another one.
They did.
Yep. So that's what they do, and everybody else has to catch that. So everybody's going to go to work, go in their trucks, see what the data says, and they're going to try and give them something tomorrow to have to contend against.
So that is going to conclude our racing schedule for the day. Our boats will go through tech inspection. There is an award ceremony on the schedule coming up in about 20 minutes. We believe that will take place here on the presentation stage in the pit area. For fans who are heading home this evening, please, a reminder that we are all guests in this particular park. Please pitch in and leave the race site, including the park, the beaches, and the roadways in good condition by picking up all of your group's trash and either depositing them in a trash receptacle or bag it and take it with you. We thank you for your help. We're all in this together. It is Seattle. It is a beautiful facility here. Let's keep it that way, and you can help. Boats going back on the trailer. We're going to put the boats in tech inspection and put a capper on today's activities. Corey Peabody, you helped out yesterday. You helped us out talking through qualifying and testing. I think your insight was terrific. You have a good time calling this stuff today. What do you think?
I had a great time. It's a different perspective up here. You know, we get to see everything, and it's fun. I'm enjoying myself.
That is really good to hear, because I know we are enjoying having you here. So here's the big question. I was in sales all my life, so this is when I try and close the deal. Coming back tomorrow? He's thinking. He's thinking.
No,
he's coming.
I'd love to be back tomorrow. I can't wait to do this with you again, Brad. I really appreciate you letting me be here.
How'd that work with Gio? That's right, because you don't get anything from the SB fans. I just noticed they're just getting that dock done, and they're still sitting there.